Particular did have some issues.
Yeah, that's for sure, Tom. It was Pickens County, but before we talk about that, I just want to show you the line behind me because Greenville County is not completely without issues. This line is growing. These are voters who are desperate to cast their ballot, but they found out a little too late that they have to change their address, so they're here tonight hoping to do that in time before the polls close at 7. Now, Greenville County, you might remember, did have to deal with some malfunctioning machines back for the primaries in June. This time around, it was in Pickens County that 7 precincts there had to deal with machines that weren't working at least for a few hours this morning. And that wasn't the only election issue that we encountered on this election day. The sounds of 21st century voting were silent at the Crossroads precinct in Pickens County this morning.
And the machines were all closed down, laying on a table, and the lady said, well, our machines are down.
Rodney and Linda Lee were 2 of more than 150 voters here alone who had to do it the old-fashioned way, as did hundreds more at 6 other Pickens County precincts. The only problem, the turnout was higher than the supply of paper emergency ballots.
We did run out. We had to turn away 3 people, I think, before they finally came in with the new machines. But we told them to come back or either go to the county.
What was even more concerning for some voters was the handling of those ballots. See, normally a paper ballot would be put in this designated special box with a slit to keep it private. But there were so many provisional ballots this morning that the precinct had to use this tub instead.
You want people to go out and vote, and this isn't the way to do it.
Basically, when we'll look into that situation, we'll make certain that the proper procedures are handled in the future.
Robert Oliver, who's voted in every election since 1976, ran into perhaps an even more peculiar voting issue. Precinct records showed he had voted absentee when he had not.
The big problem I can see is if I had waited until 6:30 tonight to vote, I wouldn't get to vote because of some sort of computer glitch or human error.
That's because it took him a few hours to get it straightened out. He ended up having to get a permission slip to vote.
It does make you wonder, is my vote really going to be counted or is it not?
Definitely not something you want to hear on election day. Now, the election director there in Pickens County did tell me that every single one of those paper ballots will be scanned and counted. Meanwhile, the people here in this line behind me are really hoping that their issues can be solved in time to get their votes cast before the polls close at 7. Live in Greenville County, Diane Lee, 7 News.
Yeah, Diane, that's a bunch of folks in that line behind you. But so far as the other problems you found out about today, we have heard election officials talk this week about the age, the condition of South Carolina's voting machines. Did any of the problems you found out about have anything to do with the age or the condition of the voting machines we have?
You know, Tom, what the election director was telling me there in Pickens County was it really had more to do with the setup of the cartridges, and even some of the polling clerks said the wrong cartridges were sent to the wrong polling centers. So it might have been more of a mix-up situation, but of course that's something that we'll be following in the coming days, and I know that the election commissioners throughout the state will be following as they try to improve upon all of the voting procedures during a day like today.
All right, Diane, thanks very much.